Good morning again, and I hope that the time is passing, so we have to start the lecture. And anyway, I think the climate is not good, and the situation is country situation is also not good. So therefore, others will join. So if not, I will share these videos, and then also they also can ask me personally if they have any clarification. So I know personally you all have very big problems in these days, not only in financial but also in some other social issues are occurring due to this pandemic situation, and also, however, you have to do exams. So uh, I will do this lecture series within 3 4 days, and I hope you all can get a good idea about this course module. And I have already shared these slides with you. I think Vimukti will share this one later. So the product designing is today's topic is product designing, principles of product design. So you know what is product designing. Designing part is there, and also you know what are the products. So product designing is very important as you are technology. So not only in food, but also in other, even in aircraft manufacturing and some engineering companies, they are also using this type of principles to develop those things effectively. Therefore, I am going to give you some examples in this series, and also some activities which will help you to practically study this lecture series. These are the learning outcomes. Identify wants and needs of the user in dynamic market. So before starting a product, we have to identify the market. It is very important for us. And materialize the identified requirement uh, through conductive design and gauge the customer satisfaction. And prototype designs are very important, and troubleshooting is the important thing. Content, introduction, and traditional and modern products need identification functions. Likewise, you can read the content. So, uh, and now it's still 7:35. So, I take this example. When you're preparing your bed tea, is it same? No. The Vimukti's one is different. No? And Chaturya's tea is different. And Jivya's one is different. So, but you all are drinking tea. You all are preparing tea, but its flavor, its texture, its ingredients, everything is different. But you can't produce very similar teas, bed teas. It is very difficult to prepare. So, product designing is very important when you are starting, when you are initiating a food processing industry or business. The consistency is very important. Consistency is very important. Anyway. So this course module is very important. I will give you more examples, and I will simply explain this one. And I am not going to read all these slides, and you can read these slides in your home. I'll give the required things. So there are some references. You can read these books. I have ordered these books, and they are available in our library, but unfortunately you can't reach there. And we also can't reach there, so we have problem. So anyway, we can discuss these things. Here you can see 3 logos. These logos are very, very common. You all know these things. First one, actually it is not related to food. Out of these three, two products, they are not related to food, but anyway, what is the first one? Do you have idea why am I use this thing, this logo here? This is very common thing. When you switch on your television, you can see this logo more than 10 times per maybe 1 hour. And what is their theme? Any idea? Dialogue theme? Give answers. Even Sinhala English, you can give answers. No matter. What is the theme of dialogue?
අනාගතයටයි.
Yeah. Futures today, ne? Futures today. So what is the meaning of that one? You can see they are developing new products even in 1 month. Even one product per 1 month. Sometimes you can see 2 or more products per month. They are developing new products every time. But some of these products are successful. Some of those products are unsuccessful. So there are some deviations. But anyway, they are doing innovations. They are developing new products. I think you all agree with me. Then the second one, it is very common one, Apple logo. We use this logo as sometimes if we use this logo, we may think that it will help to improve our personality. It's like, this is very common and very important logo, not only in Sri Lanka, but also in the world. The logo is very important. And most of the lecturers and what do you call the team builders, they use this logo for different story, but here I use this story for another story. By comparing with the dialogue, as you mentioned, the theme is future is today for dialogue, and they are developing products. We purchase their product. And the second one, Apple. What is the difference in between dialogue and Apple? They develop products, but the frequency is low. The dialogue, they develop more products. As I mentioned earlier, one product, maybe two products, maybe 10 products per month. But Apple, they never do that. But we are waiting for their new product. That is the difference. Due to what? How do you have experience with failures of Apple? But we all have experience in failures of dialogue. Neither. අපි dialogue එකේ failures දකින්න මේ දවස්වල rat TV බලන්නත් බෑ වහිනකොට. But in Apple, failures තියෙනවා but very low. So the Apple, the concept is of Apple is the quality. But frequencies, new product development frequency is low, slow, but the products are very high in quality. And the third one, it is very common, our one, Sri Lankan one, Manchi, CBL Manchi. This is very famous brand in Sri Lanka, and they always help us in to the technology faculty. And do you have idea about that one? No idea? I will show you their website. Here you can see their website. I think you can see it clearly. This is the Apple CBL website. They also develop new products. You have idea about that. Frequently they produce food products, and when we search their products, here you can see biscuits, chocolates, cakes, soya-based cereal. There are different products. When it comes to biscuits, again, you can see different products here. subcategories. Sweet biscuit, crackers, puffs. There are different types of biscuits. When it comes to sweet biscuits, again, you can see how many products they have. Okay, so this is an example. They are developing very big amount of new products. CBL also doing more innovations. Rather than marketing the all products, they are also developing new products. So I have given 3 examples, and we have been discussed 3 examples. First one Dialog, second one Apple, third one Munchio Ceylon Biscuit Limited. They are brand. So the 3 companies have different strategies. As I mentioned in for App Dialog, you also agreed their theme is the future is today. So they have to use technology very well. In Apple, the frequency is very low of product designing, but their products are very high in quality. When it comes to CBL, our brand, that one also, they are also doing more research, more innovations, and frequency is very high, and quality also somewhat good. So we will discuss more examples later. Anyway, this is the introduction for a product. You know, I think I'm not going to explain this one. A product may be a service or good or an idea. So, and we can sell these products and we can earn something back. Okay. So what is the product? Don't try to remember. I'm not going to, I will never ask what is the product. And here you can see the pioneers of food processing industry, top 10 companies, world companies, according to Forbes magazine in 2018. But 2020 and 21, the list may be different, but anyway, these companies are always in top 10, 20 in world food processing category. So what is the meaning of, so what is the reason for that one? Maybe the quality and also their standards. So they develop very good products and their strategies are very good. You know, Coca-Cola, it is a different story, Coca-Cola. They have very big market, very big demand in this planet, but the innovations are very low. New product designing, new product developments are very low, but they have a very big market. So different stories are there. So we will discuss the difference in between. And this is actually a very good example, I think. Therefore, I use this example. How do you think? He is also a new product developer. Right? When we looked at, without having any political angle, he is also a new product developer. So what happened? What happened to its product? What happened to this product? Product. He has done this, and he had a very big demand. So what is the reason? Any idea? Second picture. I think you all are very familiar with these examples. That's why I use this. The demand is very high. Demand was very high. And then what happened? Third picture. Finally, what happened? And now I think, now you can explain the importance of this lecture series. Very good. So product development is very important and there are some principles to apply. It means how to do product designing scientifically. And the other example you have seen and you may heard about Dr. Pabilis. He's also doing something new. He used some different raw materials, important raw materials, and he's a very famous guy, and he's doing more innovations, but it's not scientific. So in this module, we will discuss how to do the new product development scientifically. So according to this introduction, you can see the new product development contributes to the growth of the companies. You can remember, I have explained with some examples. Growth of the companies, influence of profit performance, maybe high profit, maybe low profit, or maybe loss profit. And employment, economic growth is there, technological progress is there, and high standards of living. So these things are some factors, important factors of new product development. So we will discuss one by one how it happens. And these are some theories I have taken from research papers and books you can read. So new product development differs from industry to industry. You know, it depends from the industry to industry, as I explained in the Apple example. And it is actually a risky one, and there are some failures. The failure rate may be 25 to 45%. So a big failure rate is there in new product development. So therefore, we have to identify those principles very well. And here you can see a new example. This is lemon puff and cream cracker, and there are some new products for lemon puff. They have introduced apple puff. For cream cracker, there are some cheese crackers. The same company, same brand, the same, almost same texture. So what happened for these new products? Any idea? Lemon puff, cream cracker, still those products are available. They have very big demand. But what happened to apple puff and cheese crackers like these things? You can think. And in new product development, this is actually like you can see how many concepts here in new product development. Do not try to understand this one. I will explain this concept with more examples later. But here I just wanted to explain you. There are the concepts are, several concepts are there. Very big amount. But when it comes to concept testing, we can remove some ideas, some concepts. Then the third step is design and engineering. Then while we are designing and engineering, conducting engineering parts, then also we can remove some concepts because they are not so practical and we can't use those concepts. And when it comes to prototype development can market karana kalinga podita hadara balana ekak trials and testing. Here you can see how many samples. Here 1, 2, 3, 6, 10, 14, and around 19, maybe 20. But here it has become to 4 concepts. So you can see how it reduces. So when we develop new products, you can't use all these concepts we have. Then we have to filter it and develop to get with a view to get the good product, entire product. In this picture, you can see and another example. Here, when we introduce a product, maybe a Coca-Cola, here, introduction phase. When we introduce the product to the market, this is the sales, this is about sales revenue and launch the product. And what happened with the time? You can see with the time when it comes to here, this is the growth phase. And some competitors are there as a result of that. This is the competitor effect, but still we are developing from here. And when it comes to maturity phase, Maturity phase, what happened? We have matured in the market. Now we are still we are here, but no growth is there because we are in a maturity stage. Now, almost all the products, very popular products in Sri Lankan market, they are in this stage. There is no growth, maturity phase. And some products the sales revenue may decrease in this area, extend products, service lifetime and maximize revenues. So, සමහර products මෙතනින් පල්ලෙහාට යනවා. but සමහර products මෙතනින් කෙලින්ම maturity phase එකේ තියෙනවා. If I explain this in Sinhala, සමහරයට ඕගොල්ලෝගේ ගමේ කොත්තු කඩයක් දානවා. එතකොට පළවෙනි දවස් ටිකේ මොකද තියෙන්නේ? ගොඩාක් business තියෙනවා. So revenue is very high. Growth is very high. But මේ stage එකට ආවට පස්සේ මොකද ළඟ එක්කෙනාටත් පේනවා he has very good business. Then he also start a කොත්තු කඩයක් නේද? එයත් ඒ වගේ කඩයක් පටන් ගන්නවා. Then we have competitive effect. අන්තිමට යද්දි වෙන්නේ මොකද? මේ කඩේ ඉන්න කට්ටියත් සල්ලි දීලා අර ගොල්ලෝ ගන්නවා. එතකොට මේ maturity stage එකෙන් පස්සේ එයා වැටෙනවා. So he has to do some innovations. Right? In our life also, we can apply this picture. So, especially in food processing industry, this is a golden theory. There are different stages, so we have to identify where we are. Now, whether we are in introduction phase, growth phase, or a maturity phase. Especially when we reach to this phase, the innovations and new product developments are very important to retain the market, secure the market. And there are some competitor effects in growth phase. Most of the business, Sri Lankan businesses are what happened? They don't use good strategies here. So therefore, as you are technologist, food technologist, when you start a business or when you are consulting a business or when you are working for a business, identification of these concepts are very important. So successful new product development is a critical cornerstone of firm success. For what? To overcome the slowing growth and profitability of existing product and services that are approaching the maturity stage, as I explained earlier. And significant economical benefits are there. And high competition. Actually, we have saturated our market in our country. So therefore, it is important to do more research and innovations. But however, innovations are actually a risky product. When we develop a new product, then there is a risk. As I have given some examples for you here. These are some. There are some innovations. They have done these innovations, but it's failed. So innovations are risky, and it's more consume more time and money and some other resources. So therefore, the new product development procedure is very important. And here you can see another example. The slides are moving very slowly. Okay, now you can see the example here. This is actually one of the very famous beverage in the world. But this is also a competitive product. They have developed this product, but now I think it's not available in the market. So what happened? What happened? This is a new product, but what happened to Coca-Cola? When we consider about the Coca-Cola, you can compare this product by applying that graph. And also you can compare this product also by using the similar graph, then you can discuss what happened. And there are some numerical details. Independent food processors invest about 3.7 of their revenue for new product development and research and development. But large companies invest around 2.3. But in the lowest inventions, investors are in confectionery industry because they already have very good market, very good demand. So they are not going to invest more money to improve their business. මේක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ ටීවී එක බලන් ඉන්නකොටවත් කල්පනා කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ you can see who are developing more products, more who are doing more innovations. And when we think about some insurance companies, they are also doing more innovations. And some banks also, financial institutes, they are also doing this type of innovations. But unfortunately, in education field, we are not doing any innovation. So that is the reason we are lagging here. Okay, before develop new products, these three factors should be clearly understood. Marketing factors, technical factors, and financial factors. These things are very important. When we discuss this thing with this previous example, you can see here what happened. So consumer acceptability, competitive positioning. Competitive positioning is very important. Consumer acceptability is important. Legal regulation. Sometimes we produce product, but we can market it. As an example, flavored water. It has very big market in the world, but there are some legal regulations. Ethical requirements are very important. We can, the very good example is breast milk. You know, the breast milk is one of the golden drink, but we can improve, we can develop new products as a substitute for that one, but ethically, we are not conducting that one. Environmental mandates and distributor requirements are also very important. I heard one story regarding Lucky Yogurt. They have, there are some distributor problems. So it affects for their business. So marketing factors are very important. And technical factors, as you are technologists, these things are very, very important. Raw material availability, feasibility, we can develop some product, but sometimes raw materials are not available when we market it. Then what happen? You can't market it. Then you fail the business. So ease of processing and cost, attainability and reliability of product quality and shelf life is again very important. But nowadays the market are moving for short shelf life products. But you can see when you go to the supermarket or maybe a small place, compared to the other countries, we have very big shelf life in our country. Around 6 months, more than 1 year, we have shelf life. To increase the shelf life, what we have to do as technologists, the one part is adding chemicals. The other thing is adding non-chemical treatments. And under that, we have to heat it. We have to add thermal treatments. Oh, there are some non-thermal methods available, but they are too costly. So most probably we are doing chemical methods, chemical treatments to improve the shelf life. But in these days, the market is moving to low shelf life products. Low shelf life products. So as you are technologists, please read the news, please read articles regarding food industry. So the updates are very important. So these days, the market demand is high for organic foods with very low shelf life. It means no chemicals or no treatment methods. Almost natural products. Okay, and equipment needs and human knowledge and skills are also again very important. Financial factors. As we are developing country, we have to think about financial factors. But finally, I have met several people. They have developed very good products, but they don't have money to conduct it. And there were no loan schemes for them. But now we have, but it is very difficult to get that loan. So So therefore, before developing new products and before moving to this new product development process, these three factors should be clearly addressed. And I have given some reasons for failures as well. Badly outlined scope. It means overestimation of market. But in these days, nowadays, you can see a very big market for masks and some energy boosting, immunity boosting things. Ne? Very big market. But based on this market, we can't estimate our production capacity. This is actually a very for a time it is a time an incident dependent one. It's actually a very temporary market is there, not a stable market. And product design problems are there sometimes. As an example, Kick Cola, and product incorrectly positioned, priced or advertised. It means what? Product incorrectly positioned, priced or advertised. So අපි by experience අපි දන්නවා අපේ ඔළුවේ පොඩි එකක් තියෙනවා මේක price එක අඩු නම් ඒ quality එකත් අඩුයි කියලා. Okay? If it is a low price one, the quality is similar. We have idea. So sometimes we can develop very good product by using very good technologies to overcome the with a view to reduce the cost. Then the product is very good and price is very good, very low, considerable amount. But when we market it for 10 rupees or 20 rupees or 50 rupees, then what happens? The customers will never buy that one. And in Sri Lanka also we have three basic market segments. There's a very high class segment and middle class and low class segment. But the low class segment is very high, very broad one, but they expect very low price. But it's high market, the market is very low, but they expect very high amount, the very high quality. Not in the quality, but I will give you a very good example. You know, I'm not going to give you their brand name. One company, one very famous company, they are developing sausages. Similar sausages, same process, same product. They pack in two packaging materials. As an example, one brand name is X, the other brand name is Y. The price is totally different. When 1 kilogram X is 1000, the 1 kilogram Y is 1500. But the same sausages. Okay? That type of things are happening. And poor marketing, it is actually under marketing and management, and research findings or incorrect results. Sometimes you may fabricate results. ඔගොල්ලෝ ලංකාවේ ඉන්දියාවේ තියෙන ප්‍රධාන ප්‍රශ්නයක් තමයි රිසල්ට් එන්නේ නැත්නම් අපි අතෙන් ලියලා රිසල්ට්ස් හදලා ප්‍රොඩක්ට් එක රිසර්ච් එක කරන්න. එතකොට it is actually a bad outline scope, bad product, so we can't market it for a long time. And scope changes along the project. ඔගොල්ලෝ මේකට තියෙන හොඳම උදාහරණය තමයි ආණ්ඩි හත් දෙනාගේ කැඳැල්ලිය කියන එක. Scope changes along the product. Product එක හදන කාලෙම අපේ scope එක වෙනස් වෙනවා. මුලින් we have scope to develop a beverage, but ultimately we will develop maybe a confectionery. So it should not happen. And project cost increase. Sometimes in Sri Lanka, the cost is very high. And long project time. With this time, any other competitive product may introduced. අපි අලුත් ice cream එකක් හදන්න යනවා අවුරුදු දෙකක් විතර මේක හදන්න. Within that period, a new ice cream, similar ice cream will come to the market. So therefore, these things are very important factors should be considered. And this is in this example, you can see example is coming. Okay, Highland yogurt. How do you feel after consuming this one? When we Sometimes they are not going to market this product. There are no advertisements, but the demand is very high. Due to what? It's unique and superior quality. And a well-defined concept is there. The flavor is very good. It is actually a very good product and very good flavor, and shelf life it's very low and price is considerable. There are no promotions, there are no advertisement, but the demand is very, very high. They have understand the consumers again and marketers and competitors also, and develop products that deliver superior value to the customers. These things actually the market depends on these factors. And three segments we will discuss in new product development: concept, prototype products, and final products. Concept means we may have different concepts, but we can filter it and get the ultimate concept, and then develop prototype product. And after solving those problems, we can develop final product. When it comes to key functions, there are two methods: new methods and traditional method. Sorry, I will discuss one by one within this lecture series. And in new product developments, there are two methods, as I mentioned. Traditional methods, there are 6 functions: genesis, preliminary evaluation, early development, advanced development, introduction to the market, and in-market evaluation. As an example, first we gather information. Do we need a product? Or what type of products are available in the market? Based on these factors, we are going to develop a new product, and we collect some information or maybe idea. Thereafter, we have to screen it and get the correct and required things. Then primary evaluation or preliminary evaluation. Based on these factors, we have to analyze these things. And it means market analysis is there. And early development, then we can, based on these things, we are going to develop a prototype product. And after develop it, we can analyze the problems and develop the advanced development procedures are there. Metan the prototype develop kalla eke problems barala advanced development kalla final product එක හදනවා. It belongs to manufacturing engineering. And then the product, we have to market it. And before market, there are some inspection methods. I will teach you in next year under quality assurance. So after introduced to the market, there should be some market analysis, or we call as in-market evaluations. These are the 6 key functions in new product development, but this is a traditional method. There are several methods are available, but this method belongs to a traditional method. The new method, the modern method, there are only 4 steps. Genesis and evaluation is there, again similar. Early development is there, similar. Introduction to the market is there, and in-market evaluation and advanced development. Here you can see early development, then we are going to introduce to the market, then in-market evaluation, and we do the final finalization after conducting the in-market evaluation. So that is the different, and there are only 4 steps. So I think it's clear there are 2 methods. Traditional methods, there are 6 factors, and they do finalize their innovation and new product here after early development. But in this method, after the prototype products, they introduce to the market and get market evaluation, and then they develop the final product. So this is, I think, much better than the previous one. And there are some methods are available. You can, if you are interested, you can read these things, and I will explain one by one. I think it's clear with the example. So you have questions, please ask. And idea generation, the first one, under Genesis, the idea generation is there. So we can get idea using available data or existing data. You can get the population growth and current population in Sri Lanka. So how many infant is there? How many males are there and how many females are there? If you are going to introduce a female product, a product for females, then you have to understand, you have to collect the data regarding your market. So the females are a product males are then you can read available data and existing research publications. You can read these things and collect information. Or you can brainstorm. There are several methods to brainstorm. A fishbone diagram and 5-eye analysis. Likewise, there are different methods available. So using this method, you can generate ideas for a new product. And market analysis or competitive product and competitive market analysis. Using this one also, you can get ideas. What are the, for what product we have, for what product we have the highest market, or who is the market pioneer, and what are the failures of these products, and what are the disadvantages, and what are the improvements should be conducted. So likewise, you can do market analysis and competitive market analysis. And consumer surveys, I will give some examples for consumer surveys, and you will have to do a consumer survey as an assignment. We normally use Google surveys as to conduct in these days, but sorry, but there are some advanced methods. So I will give you examples for that method as well. And failure analysis. Failure analysis means failure stories, and you can get some failure stories. Maybe a kick-cola story. Using that one, you can get ideas before product development. Then screening should be conducted. There are so many ideas, several ideas. Then it is important to filter these ideas. Called as screening, remove poor and impossible ideas. There may be some poor and impossible ideas, so you have to remove these things. And typically includes variety of general projections such as cost, market, reception, profitability. Likewise, you can read based on these factors, you can screen it out. Then preliminary evaluation is there. Preliminary evaluation. Then after filtration, as an example, you had 100 ideas. After screening, now you have 50 ideas. Then preliminary evaluation. It means that you are going to analyze these available data. You are going to analyze now you have screen data and information. Then we can analyze these data by using available things in the existing market, providing information to reduce the risk and improve the odds of success. Here, we evaluate these data to reduce the risk and improve the odds of success and facilitate the new product introduction process. These are the ultimate objectives of preliminary evaluation. And information concerned with key consumer issues, future needs and also benefits, and key product characteristics. Based on these things, we do preliminary evaluation. And we do preliminary evaluation through market research and based on the available information in the market and personal interviews. We can use these things as we use in here idea generation. Api idea generation එකටත් මේ methods පාවිච්චි කරනවා. And thereafter preliminary evaluation pre-evaluation එකටත් අපි මේව පාවිච්චි කරනවා. එතකොට දැනට තියෙනව මොනවද? And what are the deviations available? Likewise, we have to use these things to compare. But however, the reliability, novelty, expertise area of the person and accuracy is very important. Sometimes you might use some research findings conducted in 1980. Novelty and accuracy is very important. Most probably we are not sometimes our competitors may also publish some data නේද? දැන් අපි අයිස්ක්‍රීම් එකක් හදන්න යනවා නම් අපි කම්පීට් කරන්නේ අපේ එලිෆන්ට් හවුස් එකට නම් සමහරට එලිෆන්ට් හවුස් එක බොරු data publish කරලා දෙන්නත් පුළුවන්. So therefore we have to consider these matters. So under preliminary evaluation, we have to consider these matters. The data should be correct, novel, and accurate things. And we can here also we can use market research, available data research findings, and personal interviews. It means you can meet some expert person and ask his or her idea. Here you can see some typical questions we ask here. Does the potential product meet consumer need? Does the potential product offer meaningful consumer benefit? Likewise, you can ask these questions. And okay, do you have a lecture for 8:30? At 8:30, do you have a lecture? Vimukti? ඔගොල්ලෝ අටමාරට තියෙනවද මොනවද? විමුක්ති ඇහෙනවද?
ඔව් සර්.
අටමාරට තියෙනවද ඔගොල්ලෝ රිවිෂන් එකක්?
නෑ සර් නෑ.
හරි මම අටමාර 8:40 වගේ නම් කරන්නද කමක් නැද්ද?
කමක් නෑ සර්.
Okay. Do you have questions? You can ask here. Okay. So, planning how to plan a market research. There are important factors again. Target group identification is very important. I will give you a detailed lecture regarding market research, how to conduct it, how to design these things, and select a proper. First one, target group identification. As an example, I earlier mentioned a female product, female-based product. Then you have to select the target market. If you are going to introduce a new wine, then the market should be children or wine lovers or school children. So based on your product, there are some market, there are some target groups. So you have to pay your attention at critically on that product. And select a proper sampling plans. I will give you some sampling plans and design an appropriate study material or questionnaire. How to design a questionnaire I will give you, and select the conducting methods. It may be online method or personal interviews, maybe a questionnaire. You can use a questionnaire and give somebody and let them to answer. So likewise, there are several methods. So you have to select whether this is online method or personal interview or any methods. And data collection and handling method and confidentially, it is very important. These things are very important, not only in this lecture, but if you are conducting, if you are willing to do postgraduate research, these things are again very important. How to collect data and how to handle this data. If you have sometimes 1,000 person, maybe 100 people, you have engaged with, so how to handle this data. There are some standard methods. Data analysis and summarizing and conducting comparative studies and decision making. These are the things you have to consider before conducting a survey, before planning a research. So I think these are very common things you can easily understand. So I'm not ready to take much time. So the lecture is over. Anyway, give me another 10 minutes. So I'll give you an exercise. Okay, this is my second presentation, and under this one, I am going to discuss how to conduct a survey. So I think you know how to conduct a survey by using Google Forms. You have to just write some questions and give answers. So there are some scientific methods to conduct. So here I have given these things. So I am not going to explain. For your senior badges, I have explained these things before. They were not familiar with these Google Forms, but now you are familiar with these things. So I am not going to explain Google Forms, how to create Google Form. Okay, then you better to read these things as a homework. Actually, I will do a brief introduction on tomorrow. Tomorrow morning also we can do a discussion. Then you can read these things, I think very easy to understand this one. So then how to design a questionnaire, these things. I will share both lectures with Vimukti, and I hope he will share these things with you within 1 hour, not 1 hour, within 30 minutes. Okay, then you can read these things, and these things are very simple but very important. Then we will discuss this one tomorrow morning, and we will do a online questionnaire tomorrow. Then I hope you all have computers. If you don't have, don't worry. I will show you how to conduct. Then if you have computers and internet connections, be ready to conduct an online survey using some standard softwares. So I'm not going to use Google one. So therefore, please read these things and understand, and raise your questions tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much for your participation and your patience here. And actually, I have taken early morning time slot. So thank you, Vimukti, and all students. So this one also my question paper. Yes, I will share my question papers with you. No need to remember these things. Okay. Any question?
සර් මේ දෙවැනි PDF එක මට හම්බුන්නේ නැහැ සර්. පළවෙනි එකෙන්ම දෙකක් ඇවිල්ලා තිබ්බේ.
ඔව් පළවෙනි එකේ PDF එකයි
presentation file
එකේ තියෙනවා. මම දැන් දෙවෙනි එකට එවන්නම්. එක ෂෙයා කරා.
හරි සර්.
Okay. නැත්තම් මේකත් I know the online lectures are very boring. So even for me also it is very boring. So I am going to brief the lectures and things you have to understand. Sorry, I'm going to brief my lectures, and I will try to make you aware about these things practically. So that's I want. So that's I don't like to do, actually personally I don't like to do online lectures. This is very boring activity for me and you. So anyway, I will share these. Now actually I have in these two presentations we have covered 4 lectures. Okay, so tomorrow we will conclude these things, and we will do the assignment online. So please ready to do that one. If you are unable to join, if you don't have computers, don't worry. I will explain how to do it. Then you can do it and send me later. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much, and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.